crochet crowd. Inspire, create, and celebrate. Let's learn something.
Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. I'm your host, Mikey. Today's Life's a Stitch. I was going through a hard time and I was substituting stitch word for something else. And I created this particular little sampler here. And this is using the arrow stitch. And you're going to see a crochet diagram available in the download. And we have the set of instructions. So you're going to notice is that the way that the stitching is happening, it looks like an arrow stitch with spacing in between. And if you'd like to change the size of this particular blanket, if you're using a 4-ply medium weight yarn, if you want, instead of the Caron anniversary cakes, it's multiples of 6. So you just chain 6, 6, 6 until you're happy, and then you can start then with this particular one. So it's not a hard pattern to do. Just one ball of Mary Maximus got this particular pattern with an 8mm size L crochet hook. I'll be using Bernat Blanket here on camera today, take you through the entire sequence in order to make this happen. So without further ado, let's grab our hook and let's go. So let's begin. You can either chain 102 or do multiples of 6. And I'm just going to do a small swatch with you on camera. This is called Light Teal and Bernat Blanket. So the other one sample you saw was Caron anniversary cakes. So we can just chain in multiples of 6. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Happy with the width? Yes or no? If not, continue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Happy? Yes or no? If not, continue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm just going to do one more time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So either chain multiples of 6 or 102. And we're going to start row number 1. To do row number 1, you're going to go to the second stitch or second chain over. So this is the first, this is second, and just single crochet yourself all the way across. There's no border on this blanket. I didn't feel it needed it, but if you want to add a single crochet border or something to it, your creativity is your own. So single crochet across your chain, and meet me back here in a moment. Coming out all the way across your chain with just single crochet. And when you're done that, turn your work and let's begin row number 2. Row number 2, we're going to create spacing like keyhole spaces. So you're going to just chain up 1 and single crochet into the first one. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet the next. And you're going to do this all the way to the edge. So just chain 1, skip 1, single crochet the next. These little keyhole spaces do make a difference. So chain 1, skip 1, and single crochet. And they make a difference because it helps you to be able to speed your way through by providing the chain work, but it's also visually quite appealing as well. So just do this all the way to the edge. This is row number 2. So just I've already chained 1, skip 1, and I'm coming into my last stitch. So it should actually work out balance-wise. So you're going to turn your work and let's start doing some fun stuff next. Let's begin that. So in this particular pattern, these chain 1 spaces are considered a stitch. So if I'm telling you to single crochet in each stitch or chain 1 space, this is the chain 1 space, and it will help separate it out. So you're going to chain 1 and single crochet yourself either into a stitch, and if it's a space, go right into the space. And this helps separate those spaces from each other. So single crochet in the single crochet into the space. Just ram your fingers through it if you don't see it, but eventually you'll get used to it, and do this all the way across for row number 3. And I'm coming up to the very final here. So we're going to turn our work and begin row number 4. The sequence is following rows number 4 through 19. We use video chapters, so you can find that in the video description or pinned comments. So when you need to come back to number 4, just open up the video description, the time marker's there, click it, and you'll come right back to row number 4. Let's begin. To do number 4, we're going to start doing the crisscross work that is happening. It's part of the arrow stitching, and we're going to start by chaining 2. This will not count as a stitch, it's just a builder, and you're going to double crochet into the first one where that is coming out of. Okay, so now we're going to do this fun stuff. So we're going to skip the next 2 single crochets, and you're going to go to the 3rd, and you are going to place in a treble. Now for the sequence, this is really important. The next 2 double crochets are in the 2 that were skipped, but leave this on the back behind the project. So just double crochet starting on the first one that you skipped. And then do the next one that you skipped. You should know that you're looking at the back of the project right now. So this here line will be on the front side of the work, the right side. To repeat this sequence across, you are going to skip the next 2 and treble into the 3rd one away. And now the 2 that you skipped each are going to have a double crochet. So start with the first one that you skipped and stay in the front of the work. So do both of those in a row. And so on the other side, the lines are appearing. So skip to the 3rd one. So this is the next empty. So 1, 2 skip, treble into the 3rd one away. And then do the 2 you skipped, staying on the front side. So just make sure that treble stays in behind your hook. Okay, and I need you to do this all the way over for row number 4. So skipping 2, go to the 3rd, treble, leave the treble in behind, and double crochet the 2 that you skipped. Okay, please do this all the way over for row number 4. I'm getting closer to the other side, skipping 2, go to the 3rd, and it's the second last one before the edge, if your sequence is done right. Again, staying in the front of the work and double crocheting the 2 that you skipped. And because the edge is next, just jump over and just do a double crochet into the first and only one that's left. So when you turn your work, you're going to see the texture is on this side of the work. And we're now going to begin row number 5. Row number 5, chain 1 and apply 1 single crochet in each of the stitches all the way across. So when you get to the end of the row, just turn your work and get ready, and I'll see you on row number 6 in a moment. So single crochet across, and I'll be back at the beginning of row number 6. Just a friendly reminder, when you get to the other side, that chain 2 is not a stitch, so don't add an extra one to the end. Stay on the top of the last double when you get there. Let's begin number 6. Row number 6, we're going to be introducing of the simple bean stitch. I've never done this before until this pattern. So the bean stitch has a way of doing it, but we're going to make it simple because we don't want to waste the yarn itself because of the texture that it will provide, and it will make the yarn go further as well. So when you go to start row number 6, you're going to chain 2 and double crochet into the first one. You're going to chain 1 and you're going to skip 1 and do the simple bean stitch. So to do the simple bean stitch, you're not going to wrap the hook first, you're just going to go into the second one. So skip 1, going in, yarning over, pulling it through, and then you're going to yarn over and going into the same stitch and in, yarn over, pull through, and so you're going to end up with 4 loops here on the hook. Yarn over, pull through only 3 loops, and yarn over, pull through the final 2. This makes it suspend in midair. So now you're going to chain 1, skip 1, and do the simple bean stitch. So skip 1 in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, going into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through. You have the 4 loops, yarn over, only pull for the first 3, and yarn over, pull through the final 2. So chain 1, skip 1, and simple. So usually there's a little bit more to it on a regular bean stitch. chain 1, skip 1, and simple bean. So you can really zip across really quickly with this particular stitch, which is why I provided it in this. Okay, so please go all the way across here, row number 6. Coming across row number 6, and you're going to chain 1 after the simple bean. We only have 2 stitches left, so you're skipping the one before the edge, and then just double crochet into your final. Okay, and that will keep the height right. So it provides a bit of extra texture to it, and it's awesome. Let's begin row number 7. Row number 7. Chain up 1, and remember we talked about those spaces, so you're going to single crochet into the first double, and if it's a chain 1 space, which is next, just ram it right into the space. So single into the space and 1 into the top of the simple bean stitch, 1 into the space, 1 into the simple bean stitch. Please do this all the way across for row number 7. And finally, the very last stitch in the top of the last double. So don't worry about that chain 2, it's just a builder. So turn your work and see how the lines are going in a certain direction. In the next row, what we want to do is we want to have the lines go in the opposite direction to create like an arrow stitch with the spacing in between. So it's like an arrow stitch, and then there's the simple bean stitch, and then there's another arrow going in the opposite direction. Let's do the 8th row next. So let's begin the 8th row. We're going to chain 2, that's just a builder, and you're going to double crochet into the first one. So like before, when we did the arrow stitching, we skipped over stitches in order to make that happen. So you are going to skip 1 stitch here, and you're going to put 2 doubles into the next. And this time we need to put a treble, but we need to put it in behind the work. So the treble is going to go into the skip stitch. So stay on the back of it. So wrap it twice, come from behind, and grab that empty stitch. So just lean the project forward to have access to it. Yarn over, pull through into that stitch. And it is a treble, so yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And this should be going in the opposite direction. So it came this way, now it's going this way. So to redo this again, in the sequence, skip the next one and double crochet the next 2 in a row. And now you're going to treble into the one you skipped. So wrap twice. If you want to lean the project over, just use your fingers to prevent it from falling off the hook and go into the one you skipped. So I kind of just like loop it from behind. So you may have to just adjust your angle in order to make that happen. Now it should have been a treble, so wrap twice. So I'm just kind of coming in from behind, grab it, lean the project forward. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over 2 and 2. So skip the next one, go to the next 2. And double crochet in each of those. And then a treble into the one you skipped from behind. Takes a bit of practice getting used to, but it's not impossible. And so when we turn it over, these arrows should be going in the opposite direction, so the arrow is kind of coming in like that. Okay, please go all the way across, and I'll see you at the end of the row. So coming all the way across, I've got my 2 doubles in there. I'm going back to treble into the skipped one. And then double into the final. So when you turn it over, you can see how that's working. Let's begin row number 9. Row number 9, chain 1 and place 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way to the other side. Turn your work then, and I will start you on row number 10 in a moment, or row number 10. Row number 10, we're going to do the spacing that we did near the beginning. So what we have here is that this arrow stitching is like a sequence on its own, and now we're providing a bit of space before we repeat, not exactly this, but something similar in order to keep the sequence looking good on the blanket. So to do row number 10, you're just going to chain up one single into the first, chain one, skip the next one, single into the next. And that's your repeat. You've done it before. So chain up one, skip one, single into the next. Please go all the way across and have your work turned, and we'll begin row number 11 next. So chain one, skip one, okay, and then single crochet the next. So what we want to do now is row number 11, and let's start. Row number 11 is a single crochet row, and we're going to be going in the single crochets and also filling in spaces. So single into the singles, and then single into the space. You'll do that across. So single into the single, single into the space. Okay, and please do this all the way across then for row number 11. Before I turn my work to start row number 12, I want to let you know, so this whole section, the arrows kind of faced this direction. So do you see how they kind of sunk? So what I wanted to do in the next section is the arrows to lean the other direction. So this section will go looking like it's going this way. The other section will look like it's going in the opposite. So let's begin row number 12. Let's begin row number 12. It's going to feel wrong too, but you got to trust it. So it's going to chain two and a double crochet into the first. You're only going to skip one, and you were going to double crochet the next two in a row. Okay, and now you are going to treble into the one you skipped from behind. So you've done it like this before. Skip just one, double crochet the next two, and treble into the one you skipped. So let's turn it over and look. So this whole section looks like it's going this way. So this one here has to look the same as this one, because when we put the other one that's in this section, it's going to make the arrows looking like it's going in this direction. Okay, so you have to trust it. So skip one, double crochet the next two. And then treble into the one you skipped from behind. Okay, so go all the way across like this. This is row number 12. So go into the one you skipped with the treble as you get to the end, and you should have just one stitch left, which is a double. And now you're really going to see what you've done in this row. Okay, so just remember this group is separate from this group, so this one will look like this one that you just did. So let's move on now, and let's do row number 13. Row number 13, there's going to be a single crochet row, so chain up one and apply one single crochet in each stitch across. Okay, please do that, have your work turned, and we'll begin row number 14 next. Row number 14 is back to the simple bean stitch. So you're going to start off like you did before, so chain two and double crochet into the first stitch. Chain one, skip one, and simple bean into the next. And just make sure you chain one after the simple bean, skip one, and simple bean into the next. And you're doing this all the way across. You've done this before. So I think it's important to have good repeating stitches like this. It just makes your life a lot easier for memory hooks. So chain one after the bean, skip one, bean into the next, and I'll see you close to the end of the row in a moment. Towards the end of the row, so you're skipping one, so you chain one after the simple bean, skip one, and then it should be a double into the last. Okay, you're going to turn your work, and let's begin row number 15. Row number 15 is a single crochet row, so just chain up 1 and 1 single crochet in each stitch and also each chain 1 space. Okay, so this will help separate those bean stitches from each other. So 1 single crochet in each stitch or chain 1 space across. Have your work turned around, and we're beginning row number 16 after that. Getting close to the end here, spaces and stitches right to the last double crochet, and turn your work, and let's begin row number 16. So row number 16, here we go. We want to make the arrows face in the same direction, so the arrows I want to go this way. Okay, and the last time we did that was on row number 4, way back here. Okay, so that's perspective. Here we go. We're going to chain 2, does not count as anything, and you were going to double crochet into the first stitch. So you're going to skip the next 2 stitches. Okay, and you're going to treble the third one away. Remember doing that? It was a while ago. And now you're going to double crochet in the 2 you skipped. So start for the furthest one away from you, or from this one, and stay on the front side of the work. So keep that treble in behind the work. Don't interfere with it. And you may want to turn it over and look. Okay, so it's going in the same line. Okay, so skip the next 2 and treble into the third one away, and then come back to the 2 that you skipped and apply 1 double into each. Okay, so skip the next 2, 1, 2, treble, and 1 double into each of the ones that you skipped. I need you to repeat this across for this row. This is number 16, and I'll see you close to the end of the row in a moment. Okay, close to the end of the row, just 1 double crochet into the final. So let's take a look at what we've done. Okay, so this one here should have went and followed the same. Okay, so you see that these guys are this way, and this group is that way. Okay, let's begin row number 17. Row number 17 is back to single crochet, so chain up 1 and apply 1 single crochet in each of the stitches all the way across. Have that done, and I'll be back in just a moment to begin row number 18. Here we go. Row number 18 is going to be a spacing row. So chain up 1, 1 single crochet in the first, chain 1, skip 1, 1 single crochet in the next. So chain 1, skip 1, 1 single crochet in the next. Please do this all the way across for row number 18. And finally, row number 19 is the completion of the sequence. And so you're going to just chain up 1 and apply 1 single crochet in each single crochet, and also chain 1 space. So with the Caron anniversary cakes, these kind of changes of the stitching does a really cool job with the self-striping. And of course you can control your colors as much as you want to as well. That's completely your business. Okay, so do this all the way across, and then we'll talk about the repeating for the remaining. So this here is the sequence. So you're going to repeat rows number 4 through 19, and you can do it as many times as you want to. So this is one half of the sequence, this is the other. So you have 4 through 19. So you're just going to repeat that, and you can finish either on the end of a row 11 or in 19 in order to have balance. So if you're starting to run out of yarn, you got to just make sure you're end at a section. So you're either have to be at the end of a row number 11 or row number 19, and therefore it'll look good either way. So you're just going to keep on stitching until you're happy. You don't require a border for this, in my opinion, and you're having some arrow stitching with some simple bean stitching with some bit of spacing with it, and I think it's kind of a little fun little sampler in order to do, and I enjoyed making it myself. So life is a stitch here on the Crochet Crowd. We'll see you again.